Welcome back, folks. Laura here with you once again. So it's cave diving time. You might be wondering, why in the world are we going to a cave and not upgrading all of the uniform items that we have? Granted, yeah, we just got the second Great Fairy Fountain. And that's super important because we're going to be upgrading those uniform items, or at least some of them, to the second level for set bonuses. That's right, it is time to get this party started, and I am ready. So part of why I'm going cave diving right now is preparation for that. So as you guys know, because I've been complaining about it for like the entire walkthrough so far, I am not happy with no Hearty Durians. So the next best thing, guys, is going to be Hearty Lizards. Reason being is they continually respawn until you hit whatever the day's max limit is. So essentially what's going to happen is they'll keep respawning, and I don't know what the exact number is. I think it's around 5 or 6 though. And at some point they're just going to stop respawning. So I don't know why I can't talk and collect fireflies at the same time. I need to learn how to walk and chew gum. Alright, so anyway, yeah, so essentially they're going to stop respawning at some point, and then you'll have to wait like an entire day and night cycle, actually 2 entire day and night cycles, and then you'll be able to kind of rinse, lather, and repeat. Now, I don't believe that... Actually, I've never really experimented with it, to be honest with you. Passing time might do the trick. I guess that's an experiment that I can check out later on. Alright, so what are we doing? We went upstream from Great Fairy Fountain there. And there's a korok seed. There's actually another one out here in the water. And then one more right in front of me here. I figured since these were more or less quick korok seeds, it couldn't hurt to get a few more under our belt. While I was away, I went ahead and warped to Hestu, our good buddy Hestu. And I upgraded some inventory, so I bought another weapon, another bow, and one more shield. The reason I got the shield was because you can do a lot more with shields in this game than, say, Breath of the Wild. In Breath of the Wild, they served their only purpose, which was to, you know, block. But because of the fusing ability in this game... Did I just see a red Hinox? We need to make a mental note of that, guys. Because I need red Hinox parts. Alright. What was I even saying? Hestu. Yeah, so the shields. Just because you can fuse things to them, you can actually run different purposes. So I actually like to have a pretty good array of shields for that reason. And I need to make a weapon because I am slacking. Guess I jumped the gun there. Alright, so another reason I don't want to do any suit upgrading right now is because, well, for one, I really don't necessarily want to upgrade anything in my inventory right now. With the exception of the Barbarian armor, but we've only got the one piece and we don't have the materials for that yet. So, not only that, but there's an awful lot of overlap. So, for example, the Bobkin Guts. Pretty much everything in our inventory right now has Bobkin Guts requirements, so... You know, y'all might want to kind of hold off on upgrading your gear for now, just until you can get a better feel for what you do and do not want to upgrade. And don't worry, that time is coming real soon. We're going to eventually be getting to the 2 villages here, and that's going to finish out our Barbarian armor. And our stealth suit, that's super important, and also the bone suit, bone attack up, or the radiant set I believe they call that one. So yeah, on that note, the Radiant set. So far in my walkthrough, you're probably wondering what the logic is to what I've been doing all this time, you know, going here, going there, kind of piecemealing things together. But if you remember way back on early, we hit a few caves. There were some luminous stones in there, especially, say, the Barbarian Armor Cave. I can't remember the name of it, but there was quite a few luminous stones in there. In addition, we had the LevelUp Royal passage. And again, lots and lots of luminous stones in that one cavern especially that was just past that first blue wall that we had to break through. So from there, I think the next significant one anyway was the Sky Islands. Remember the Luminous Stone Island that I didn't farm because I said I wanted to make the video faster, but I did absolutely go back there and farm those items that I purposefully missed for brevity. So that essentially brings me up to 50. Why am I talking about all this? Oh, check this out, guys. You can mount bears. Just like a horse, you gotta spam that L button, but once he's tamed, you can just jump off and he'll run away. Problem solved. Alright, there's a little bit more loot down here, but honestly, I'm not going to go for it, but you guys are welcome to it. There's a little bad boy nest right there. There's a loose chest sitting out in the open, and a couple of honey trees there. But again, you know, brevity. So anyway, why am I talking about luminous stones? I've got about 50 right now, and that puts me on par with where I'm usually at this point in the game. 50, sometimes 55, you know, it's never exact. Different save points, different, you know, randomizations or whatnot. But I would say, you know, 50 to 60 somewhere is about where we should all be right now. And I think I'm actually a little short of that. I'm at 49 exactly. And that's because I must have missed a couple along the way, and that's fine. I'll make up for it. But anyway, so, you know, you're probably starting to notice a pattern emerging here. It's all about the luminous stones, guys. And we're not done yet. We're going to need a total of 75 luminous stones to upgrade that super suit. But it is all worth it in the end. Where the heck did he just go? I don't think I actually soothed them there. I jumped off too early. So yeah, 75 luminous stones. We're going to need Bobkin guts, Moblin guts, and that'll get us our bone attack up. So in this game, it's a little bit different than Breath of the Wild. In the old game, I knew where all the Dragon Bone Moblin clubs were, you know, all the go-tos, and there was pretty much an endless supply of those things. I mean, it was insane. This one, it's not that type of party. We're going to have to get a little bit creative with what we do for bone attack up. And unfortunately, not everything counts. So things that, you know, even have the name bone in it don't always necessarily mean it's going to give you that attack power bonus. So, that being said, the things that do count are going to be the Gibdo bones. Now, word of caution, that's only really good for bow and arrow. Oh, for these cork things, just get it underwater and then release your Ultra Hand, and that'll make it kind of pop back up out of the water quickly and get your Korok seed. So yeah, those Gibdo bones, really only good for archery. They break right away, so putting them on a weapon is just really wasteful. Which is a shame, because they're so freaking roided out on attack power. It would be really nice if you could get some durability out of those, but it's just not the wishes of the gods there. Alright guys, so we are at the cave where Misko's treasure used to be. Now before we actually go in there, I'm going to ascend. Just walk in here a little ways. When it starts lighting up, it's going to take us up to another Korok seed. Okay, so in addition to Gibdo bones, we've got Stalnox horns, which absolutely count for that. So you'll see me killing more Stalnox than you're probably used to seeing me kill Stalnox in the old game. And that's the reason why. So in addition to Stalnox, we can also do the spiny bones, which you can't actually put in your inventory. They're usually laying around loosely on the ground, and you just have to fuse the weapon to them when you see them. And then, of course, the famous Mugula jaw. That's probably the hardest hitting out of all of them, and it's got the durability to go with it. So all in all, that's really the prime tipper for... Oh. Okay, I don't think that's a Hearty Lizard. But you might want to kind of creep around in this cave and not just go bonkers running around all over the place. And you know what, speaking of videos to come... I need to get this thing broken, but not broken. Damage is what I need to do. Perfect. Look at that attack power, I love it. Okay, so without, you know, spoiling the fun, I think you guys are going to be really pleased with the next, I don't know, 5 or 6 videos or so. It's going to start getting a little more exciting. We're not just going to be out doing milk runs. There's going to be a Lionel baby. So yeah, I'm gonna have to get some weapons prepped for that along the way. I've already got 2 flashing red, so I'm actually in pretty good shape. Alright, so again, getting back to lizards. The Hearty Lizards in this cave. You know, and again, I don't know what the max number is. I haven't done that yet in this game. In Breath of the Wild, I think it was 6 or 7. It was quite a lot. But in this game, I just don't know. So I'm not going to quote myself here incorrectly. Let's see here. You guys could build like a little go-kart or whatever. The wheels, the batteries, the control stick. But honestly, I don't like to do that. It's time-consuming for one. But also, it's just... You can't take the thing everywhere you go in this cave. So I just kind of found it was not my kind of thing. Oh, look at that. Ah, he died. 2 lizards just fell right there. One was a Hearty Lizard. I was not paying attention. I wonder if that counts against the total number I can get. So I've been so busy yapping, I kind of forgot. I just noticed there was a black bobkin in that last cave. Which makes me believe that was a leveled bobkin. And that's a sign my game just progressed again, which is awesome. Wow, I finally broke that dark bow. Guys, I have had that thing since the very beginning. That was like my second freaking video. And I've been using it. Like, I haven't been grandmaing that thing. Okay, not my second video. More or less, like, not including the Great Sky Island. I'll put it that way. What do I want to do? Do a little more weapon prepping, I guess. Alright, so feel free to loot this area here. Now I might grab that soldier's claymore for another rock hammer. I have a feeling I'm going to need it very soon. Alright, so there's not a ton of loot in this cave, but there are some significant items. We've got the bubble frog, of course. We're also going to grab a star fragment while we're here. And I'm looking for a passageway. There it is. Okay, so make mental note of this area here. That little rock kind of jetting out. We're going to be eventually going that way, but for now I'm just going to kind of do a giant loop around the cave here for some farming and to point a couple other things out. But mainly I'm looking for those lizards, which I just don't see them popping out at me today, which is sad. Huh, called it. And sometimes they're hiding like in these little fake bushes or whatever. So sometimes they're tough to spot, but if you guys see like a stick on the ground, like notice that there, that's just a bow. But if you see something like that from a distance, kind of creep up on it because that could be a lizard just sitting there. But oftentimes I'll see them on the walls and the floors. I'm just not having that kind of luck today. Alright, I need to find another stone. Oh, there's one right there. Sweet deal. So you guys see it's colored, and the belly has like that yellow stripe on it, so they really do kind of stand out. It's just easy to get too close to them and scare them off before you notice them. It would be really helpful if we had our stealth suit in here, and that's, you know, just kind of a tip for later reference. You can literally just walk around in here at ease and farm these things when you have the full stealth going for you. Alright, that was my first one, wasn't it? That's really sad. Normally I do a lot better in here with... Oh. You ask and you shall receive. That dude was looking right at me, too. Okay, so I'm up to 2. I would have had 3 had I grabbed that one a little quicker that died in the vines. So, in my mind, I'm going to count that one toward the total number because I'm thinking since it did die and it didn't just despawn because I walked away too far, that probably counts. And where are all my stones? Whoa! I got topaz, guys! I got topaz! I'm so excited! You have no idea. There has been no topaz in my life this entire game. Alright, to jump across this stuff, make sure you're sprinting and then hit the jump button. That should clear those lines for you. I've probably picked up about 25 topaz without exaggerating. It's been ridiculous, but it's always been during dry runs. And then when I go to actually record, no topaz for you. It's like, really? I cannot believe I actually finally got a topaz. I really thought I was going to be ending this game without any. I know, little things amuse little minds. Alright, so we are not going to cross this barrier here. I'm just really here for the pickups. And more over here. But I'm actually going to go out this other way. Now, this is another cave entrance. But I want it marked on the map, so I'm going to take a moment to just kind of go out here and do that real quick. And I'm also going to show you guys how to climb in the rain. Just in case it was raining in your game when you needed to climb up to the cave entrance in the first place by that waterfall. So climbing in the rain, just remember 4 jump slide. So you, excuse me, you can take 4 steps and then he slides down. Furball. Okay, so 4 steps, jump, slide. 4 steps, jump, slide. Okay, so you guys see how that works. So you can really climb, you know, quite a tall climb in the rain. The question is, how much stamina are you willing to spend on the climb? So that's the question you have to ask yourself. You know, how expensive is the climb going to be? Okay, I did that on accident. I was actually trying to get out of here this time. So 1, 2, 3, 4, jump, slide. 1, 2, 3, 4, jump, slide. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's not timed. It's all about the number of steps. So you can literally hang here all day. Now, if I try to take one more step, I'll slide. But I should be high enough now to clear the vines. And right we are. And I can finally build a freaking rock hammer. It really pains me to use a moblin bonker or whatever that thing is. A mallet. Just for a gemstone. Wait. I need to get this one broken. Uh-oh. I was trying not to kill him too fast in case it started breaking. I didn't want to waste swings like, you know, I used to do in the past. I know that was only like 3 hours ago, but whatever. Okay, so is this looking familiar yet, guys? Just kind of wanted to point that out. In Breath of the Wild, this was a hidden shrine behind this waterfall here, so that should give you a pretty good idea what I might have up my sleeve for an upcoming video or two. But I just don't want to spoil the fun. I'll keep you in suspense a little bit. Alright, so to get out of here, same trick with the stone slab there. Now, I think we pretty much got all there was to get, except the star fragment. We haven't gotten there yet. And there's also another large charge we can pick up. And then, of course, our bubble frog. Making sure I don't have any more frogs spawning in. Sometimes when you exit the cave and come back in, or you really don't even have to exit the cave, sometimes you can literally just walk around in circles and they'll keep respawning. But I'm just not having that kind of luck today. No, that was not. Alright, so we're back to that thing now with the overhang. From here, just go ahead and ascend. Now be ready for a fight. You're going to be right on top of a couple bobkins. Matter of fact, I think I'm going to change to a spear. Just so I don't accidentally clip one of these bomb barrels, because that would really not be fun. Ah, never mind, I'll just bow and arrow it. Alright, so really all I want from up here is going to be, well, the gemstone, but besides that, I'm looking for that springboard. So that's going to catapult us up to where that large charge chest is. Large charge. It keeps reminding me of Large Marge. Alright, right on top of that stone pillar there. Man, you guys have no idea how stoked I am about getting that topaz. Like, if Link could do emotes, I would do a little dance. Alright, so once that's done, we are pretty much cleared of this little area. Actually, scratch that. There should be a luminous stone somewheres. Oh yeah, buddy. There's only one, I believe, in this cave. But the next cave we're gonna hit, now that thing is gonna have a large amount of luminous stones. Wow, guys, I'm actually hitting all my headshots today. Like, what is up? Maybe I should go buy a lottery ticket. Okay, nothing really else. Another lizard. I barely caught him out of the corner of my eye. Okay, that brings us up to 3 or 4 if you count the one that died and I couldn't collect. Not bad so far. And they're still spawning, so I think I'm pretty close with that 5 or 6 estimate. And the next cave we're actually going to hit is also another good cave for these things to continually keep spawning in. Quite a large cave, too. So I actually find it's easier to farm that one, just because you can walk from one end of the cave to the other, and just as you know, backtrack back and forth each time, you'll scoop them up. You can probably do the same thing with this cave now that I'm thinking about it. Can I get every headshot? Aha! Maybe I'm just finally getting better. It only took 6 years, but you know, better late than never. Alright folks, so our star fragment should be coming up right around the corner. And so will our bubble frog. So you might be wondering why I care about bubble frogs. There's another super suit we're going to be getting on the way to the villages. And that is going to be the rupee suit. And if you're new to the game, you're probably wondering, what in the heck is a rupee suit? That's a suit that, instead of taking heart damage, it'll defer to the rupees. So it's probably a better later game suit. Just because, you know, you're cooking rupees off every time you're getting damaged. But, okay, once again, make sure you're sprinting, then you should be able to jump and clear that. So yeah, that's going to cost us bubble gems. We're going to find Killian, or Kilton, whatever his name is, his brother. And don't even ask me what his name is, because I'm not there yet. But, yeah, and it's not just as easy as buying the suit. There's actually a need for a lot of the bubble gems, because you have to buy a lot of, like, riffraff in between all the pieces. So that's another kind of method behind my madness here with the route I've been taking y'all on this whole time. So it's all about luminous stones, but it's also all about bubble gems. And of course, you know, looting up and arming up and being super strong and powerful, you know, it's just a nice little side bonus. I don't know about you guys, but I have felt very overpowered this entire game so far. Which is, you know, kind of the point. And that's only going to get better, by the way. Yeah, you're in for a surprise when we get all these suits going. Wow. That really opens the game up for me. When you're completely fearless and invincible feeling. That's the best feeling in the world when you're playing this. Alright, folks, so that's pretty much the end of the cave. Now, because I'm not happy with my lizard count... Actually, no, scratch that. I'm going to stop here at 3, because I want to see if I can continually have more spawning at the next cave as well. So I'll just kind of keep mental note of that number 3/4. Alright, folks, so from here, we're actually going to go right by this metal gate, whatever. We're going to ascend up, and this is going to put us in perfect position for the next video. And folks, hey, if you enjoy my videos, or you enjoy hearing some of the comment I'm putting out, or content I should say, and you find it helpful, useful, etc., please take a moment to like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate that. Alright folks, until the next time, happy hunting.